and welcome to another video by me. My name is Nora and I usually post knitting podcasts here and show you my progress and what I'm working on. Today I have a little bit of a special video, a different video for you, which is showing you all of my handspun. I've got a lot of handspun, I mean compared to others probably not, but for me it's getting a little bit much. And I thought I'd just show you what I have and share some ideas what I could do with it. And maybe you have some ideas what I could use the yarn for as well and can write it in the comments and help me out, because I have a lot of handspun that I don't have any ideas what to do with. And yeah, so let's get started. So the first one is my main project at the moment, what I worked on, which is my first sweater spin. These are all of my skeins. This is yarn I dyed myself and spun myself, and I plan to make the traveler hoodie with that. I'm thinking I'm probably going to make the crew neck, not the hoodie, but yeah. So this is really soft and nice yarn, and I already made a swatch, which looks like this. And I think it's going to be amazing, and I'm actually filming a project video for this to take you along I have been doing that, taking you along with the dyeing and spinning, and now I'm going to start with the knitting, so watch out for that if that sounds like something that would interest you. Then the next one I also have a really good plan for is this huge skein of yarn. This is about 450 grams, and it is a 2-ply. 1-ply is I used some fibers called Rabenfedern, which was 12 Days of Christmas Advent Calendar in 2022 by Regenbogenwolle, which is a German store, and I applied it together with some baby alpaca to make it even more interesting with all the black. And my plan is to make a doppio with this, holding it together with some black mohair. And then I dyed some yarn that I'm not exactly sure about, but maybe you can help me. So I dyed some yarn. There's also a video how I dyed this. That was meant to be a lot more black than this. This is the lace weight, so it has 800 meters. And the problem is that it has 50% rami, I think, or tencel. I'll write it here. So the black, it looked really nice and black and dark when it was wet, but when it dried, it turns out to be a little bit more gray. So I'm not really sure if I can, or if I want to add it in, or if I want to pick something else. What do you think? Let me know. Yeah, so these are two that I have definite plans with. Then another one that I dyed myself, and it's a little bit bigger skein, is this one. This is also a 2-ply. It's 300 grams, 630 meters. The WPI is 13. So it's kind of sport weight, I think. Light sport weight, heavy fingering. And I want to use it as a contrast color in some color work in a sweater, I think. But I don't really know which one. So one of my ideas, sorry if I keep looking here, I have some notes here, is the geometer sweater. I think that I wouldn't need this much contrast color, and I'm worried that I'm not going to have all the colors in there, and I really want all the colors in there because this is a gradient. And another idea would be the pressed flowers cardigan, but I think that would have the same problem. So if you have any ideas, of a colorwork sweater using a contrast color all over maybe. Let me know so I can check it out. And next one is something that I just recently finished, which is the Malabrigo fiber nube in the color Candom. And it's this lovely skein. And I did a 3-ply here. And it is so soft. So I think this is also 100% merino, if I'm not completely wrong. I've got like 170 meters on a little bit over 100 grams. And I'm thinking I can make maybe a beanie or some mitts, but I don't have any real definite plans for that yet. Then, what else have I got? I've got this one. This is a lot thicker. It's made from baby llama fibers. It's natural black, so it's undyed. And I only have 85 meters and about 100 grams. And I'm thinking about making like a headband maybe. I think it's really cute and it's very, very soft. But it's not a lot of yarn, so I don't know. I think that might be a good idea. Next up is this really bright skein handspun. This is also a 2-ply and it's also a merino. I've got about 580 meters. And I want to make some hats with that. Because a few years ago, I made this hat for my boyfriend, no husband. It's my own design, so I didn't use a pattern for this. And I'm thinking about writing one for free, of course. Not of course, but my pattern is always free, and making a little video about it. And I think this would look really interesting with this. But I'm not sure about the color that I should use, the main color. This would be the contrast, because this one has so many different colors in there and I want something, or my first idea was to do black, but I don't know if that's enough contrast between like the really dark parts, or maybe a gray, but then it would look very different from this. But yeah, I think I could make a lot of hats from this. So yeah, it's 200 grams. And yeah, that's my idea for that. Then I have 2 yarns that I want to combine in some way. Because they're the same fiber that I dyed in different colors and spun very similar, which are these 2. So these are Norwegian fibers, so yarn from Norwegian sheep, and I had some natural brown and some natural white. The natural white I dyed in this turquoise or mint color, and in this orange red gradient. And they are both really, really pretty, I think. This one, the way it is plied, has more sections that are just brown than this. So yeah, it's a little bit ropey. It's not as soft, that's because of the more rustic sheep. And this one, oh yeah, I didn't actually, I don't know how much yardage I have here, but this one is 360 meters and this is probably similar because it's the same way. And I want to combine them in some way because I think it would be really nice. But I'm also not sure if I really want to, because this one is very different from this. And I have no idea what to do with it, but yeah. Another one, now there, I think I only have skeins where I have no plans, so help me. This one I showed in my latest podcast because it's recently finished. This one I made from some Rolex that I made myself, and I used different fibers. So I used some cotton and wool and some sari silk, which is the colorful parts. Everything else is white. And I've got about 260 meters. It's 160 grams. It's very unevenly spun and it is not very soft. But I think it's really pretty, and I'm sure I will figure something out to make with it. But yeah, so that's that. Then what else have I got? This one is one of my very first. It's little cute little one, and it's corridor, undyed corridor in browns and whites, and it's 100 meters on 100 grams, so relatively thick, not a lot. I'm thinking mittens maybe, very small ones, of course. I don't think it's soft enough to be on my head, but it would probably be very warm on your hands. So yeah, I don't know, I'll see. Then I have, what else have I got? This one. This is also fiber I dyed myself. It's merino. It's 233 meters. And it doesn't have a lot of twist in the ply, so yeah, that was also more of the beginning ones, and also no idea what to do with this. Maybe use it for the sideline wrap. That could be interesting, with maybe a gray or dark gray as a contrast, or white as a contrast. And then I have one that I really want to make a shawl from. This is a combo spin using 3 different braids from Yara fibers, which were all merino and silk comb top. And it's about 300 meters, 300 grams, so relatively thick. But also very, very soft. And I think the colors are so beautiful, the way that they mixed up. I really enjoy it. And yeah, so that's that. Then I have, what else have I got? This one. Also more of the beginner, the earlier starts. You can tell that from the smallest skeins. This is 100 grams. I have no clue how many meters I have. I didn't measure that for some reason. Dyed this myself too, and I really like it. And I think this would also be really nice as a contrast color for some color work. Maybe with a brown. But also I don't have a definite plan. I would first have to figure out how much yardage I have. If I look at this, it should be a fingering weight mostly. So yeah, maybe I have like 200 or 160, 80 meters of this. So, but that's just a guess. So yeah, I think this is also really soft, so it could be in a cowl or in a hat or some beanie or something like that. Then what else? My first fiber advent calendar. So this is kind of belongs together with the first one I showed you, the black one, because this is the actual advent calendar that had 1 roll leg per day, compared to this one that I had 12 roll legs for the 12 days of Christmas. And I spun them up one after the other, and then plied them together using a chain ply, so that I would have this really nice gradient. And these are also a little bit ropey, just a little bit too much twist in them. And it's merino and silk, I think, and it's 300 grams, but I didn't measure the yardage. and I also want to make something, use it as a contrast color in some way, but also no real plans for that yet. Then I have this one. This is a lot different. This is BFL and bamboo, and yeah, I have no clue what to do with this. It's not a lot. I think it's I didn't write down how much it is or anything really, and it's relatively thick. So I don't know, maybe I could make a baby sweater from this, or some kind of baby wear. Yeah, I don't know. Then I have this one, which I'm guessing I had an idea what to make with, which is why it's wound up, but I didn't use it. I have no idea what this is anymore, sorry, but I wanted to show you anyway. So this is one. It's also pretty uneven, 2-ply, I don't know. And then I have some leftovers. This one is merino that started with turquoise and then had a gradient. I made the festival sweater by Petite Knit using this as the contrast color, and I love that one, but I still have some left and I don't know what to do with this. And then I have these 3 cakes, which are all from one fiber thing I spun together, sorry. This is hand dyed by me again, and I used this to make a pair of socks already, and this is how much I have left, so still a lot. And yeah, I don't have any definite plans. I mean, I could make some mittens from this. This has a little bit more twist, but it could also maybe be combined with this one. I think these go well together, but yeah, again, no real plans. And then I have 2 skeins that I don't know if I want to keep them because they were from the really early days. This one I spun when I only had a drop spindle, and it's, yeah, the way it's plied, it's not, yeah, I'm wondering if I could maybe ply it again, use my e-spinner to redo the plying. I don't know if that would work. Yeah, I think it's really nice colors, it's interesting, but I don't think it's usable, at least not for knitting. Look at this. It just doesn't have enough twist on both the singles and the plied version. So yeah, I don't know if I would keep it or what to do with it. And the other one, and this one, also, I'm not sure, this has like this pastel colors. I don't know if you can really see that it's not one color but multicolored. And it also is a little bit all over the place. So here it has too much and it's a little ropey. But this is actually not wool, I think, if I remember correctly. It's, I don't know what it's called in English. In German it's called Milchseide, which would word by word be translated to milk silk. So I think it's using like some proteins from leftover things from milk production, dairy farm things to make this, and it's very, very soft, the fiber is. But yeah, again, no idea what to make with this. But yeah, that's it. That's all of my hand spun I currently have. If you have some ideas for some of these, let me know in the comments. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!